Hi, a quick story. Okay, it's 4 minutes, but still, I think it's really worth it. A few weeks ago, I hosted the annual fundraising gala for Renfrew Educational Services. Well, actually, it wasn't just me. I was co-host with Connor, the most incredible guy a person could ever work with. Anyway, it was a memorable night, including a command performance by the Renfrew Choir, rocking it out. Look at them all. And we raised well over $1 million. But behind all that is the story I want to tell you. Over 50 years ago, a young woman named Janice McTighe was running a community kindergarten in the Renfrew area in Calgary when the Alberta Children's Hospital asked if she could take on a special needs child, as there was nowhere else that could help. And first she said yes, and then, why is there nowhere else for a kid with special needs to go? And in that moment, she found her mission. From a single classroom, she started developing programs for kids with special needs. She grew in experience and expertise in learning and training and experimenting. She brought in experts and educators and other like-minded people day after day, year after year, for half a century. 50 years later, Renfrew Educational Services is now a world-class educational leader in special education that serves 550 children each year across 4 school locations. And at the gala, we announced that construction was underway for the high school opening in 2027, which means that a child with special needs can go from preschool right through to grade 12. And I interviewed some parents on stage, and like any parent, they talked about how intensely they love their kids. But they also talked about the fear of their kid always being on the outside, always being the problem someone had to deal with, and the exhaustion of always needing to defend and protect and advocate against judgment and fear. And that part of their story was crushing. But then they spoke about the moment they found Renfrew, the school where the teachers knew what their kids needed, who knew the fear and panic they were feeling, and who said to them, hey, we got this and we know this. The relief and joy was almost impossible to describe. Just like Janice McTighe is almost impossible to describe. This is her speaking at the gala. And for 50 years, her focus and love has never let up. And even though she announced that she's finally stepping back as executive director, go Kim and go Nikki, she is the North Star for Renfrew and the reason so much of what they are exists. So first of all, I want to say, amazing job, Janice. Thanks for using the past 50 years on making our world a bit more kind and a bit more inclusive and a lot more loving than it was before you. And for the rest of us, if you're starting your professional career and wondering where you fit, Janice McTighe was a young professional when she first said yes to one person. And look what happened. And if we're in the middle of our careers, Janice didn't let the inevitable letdowns or slowdowns or legislation, business challenges, school challenges, life challenges throw her off course. And for those of you in your 70s and 80s, there's still lots of reasons and lots of time to say yes. And if you're wondering if it's worth it, I can find thousands of parents and 50 years worth of students who found a place where people loved them, people understood them, and treated them with dignity. And I can find 50 years worth of kids who say yes. So thanks.